Okay, now in this example here, we've got a board. So we've got a board that is at an angle. So it's like a corner piece of a board. And so what we want to do, and I'm going to read it to you, it says three lengths measuring 5 1/4 inches, 7 3/8 inches, and 6 1/2 inches are cut from a 64-inch bar of angle iron. If 3/16 of an inch is wasted on each cut, okay, let me say it again. If 3/16 of an inch is wasted on each cut, how many inches of angle iron remain? Okay, so that's going to be important. So we're going to make a cut here. So let's call that cut 1. We're going to make a cut here, cut 2, and we're going to make a cut here, cut 3. So we're going to lose 3/16 of an inch on each one of these 3 cuts. But we're also cutting 5 1/4 piece here, 7 3/8 here, and 6 1/2 here. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to add all of these parts that we're cutting off plus the wasted cut for each one, then subtract from the whole piece to get what's left over. So we're going to have to do that. So now that's what I'm going to do. So let's first add these 3. So we've got 5 1/4 plus 7 3/8 plus 6 1/2. And again, we want a common denominator. So I'm going to write this. So what is it? So the least common multiple is 8, right? 8 is a multiple of 4. It's a multiple of 2, and it's also a multiple of itself. So I'm going to change this to 2/8. And then I'm going to change this to 4/8. And now I'm going to add the fractional parts and the whole numbers. So it's going to be 5, 7, and 6, which gives me 18. And then I add the numerators and keep the denominator. So 2, 3, and 4 give me 9/8. Now, so this is equal to what? Now I'm going to take this mix, write as a mixed number. So it's going to be 18 plus 1, right? And 1/8, which gives me 19 and 1/8. Now that's just these 3 pieces. Now I've got to add the 3 wasted cuts, or the amount that it was wasted. Well, I have 3 cuts. Each cut wastes 3/16. So this is going to be what? 3/16 plus 3/16 plus 3/16, which equals 9/16. So now I'm going to have to add these 2 numbers, right? So now it's going to be what? I have to change this to a 16th because the least common multiple between 8 and 16 is 16. So this will be 19 and 2/16 plus 9/16, which equals 19 and 11/16. Okay, now that's the sum of all of the pieces that I cut and the wasted amount. So now I still have to find this length. So now I'm going to take my 64 and I'm going to subtract the 19 and 11/16 from that. And so now I have to subtract 11/16 from 0. Well, I'm going to have to borrow. So I'm going to borrow from the 64, make it 63, and I'm going to put 1 over here as a fraction. 16 over 16. Now I can subtract. So 63 minus 19 is what? 44. 16 minus 11 is 5, and I get 16ths. So I have 44 and 5/16 inches, and that's what's left over. And that's it. Have a great day.